Hi everyone, this is Habiba and welcome to Drop a Pin. The sixth and last pin I'm dropping this season is in Ontario, Canada. Today, I have a senior swimmer who earned all league honors in 4 different events just in his last season. He was recently named as an athlete to watch after releasing the Summit League's preseason coaches poll. Elbert Chuang, hi, how are you
Hi,
doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being with me today. Let's begin. There is an interesting fact about you. You're an international student, or like you're from Canada, but you were actually born in Taiwan. How how long did you live there?
Yeah, so I was born in Taiwan, and then when I was 1 years old, I moved to Canada, and that's where I've grown up basically all my life.
Mhm.
And then after high school, I decided to go to college in the States, and now here I am.
Tell me about how you started swimming.
So I kind of hopped from sport to sport when I was younger. I did a lot of different sports, which I didn't really fit in. I think the first one was hockey, speed skating or hockey. And then my mom thought it was too violent for me, so I switched to, I think, baseball.
Mhm.
Um, and then for baseball, I was basically the kid that would sit in the outfield and pick at the flowers. And yeah, I would go up to and like swing 3 times, miss 3 times. It was not a good sport for me. Eventually, I found swimming, and I kind of hated it to start off. But I stuck with it. I started enjoying it more and more, and then now here I am.
What made you come to the United States in general to study and swim?
In terms of swimming, so Canada doesn't have as much funding for sports
Mhm.
and as much resources. So I kind of did my research and looked for schools in the States that kind of fit my academic needs as well as my swimming needs.
Mhm.
And I basically sent out about 20 or 30 emails to a variety of schools,
Yeah.
and USD was one of the ones to respond to me, which I'm very, very thankful for. So,
Yeah. Okay, so what made USD stand out for you from the other that's responded to you?
yeah, I took all of my recruiting trips in the span of basically a week, and USD was actually my last recruiting trip,
Oh,
and it was very nice because I was able to compare very easily from school to school,
yeah.
and like hands down, USD was the friendliest um, campus that I visited, and everybody, especially on the swim team, was very warm and friendly. And I never really got that feeling from any other universities.
Mhm.
So that was very nice.
Yeah. Do you actually enjoy any other sports playing or watching currently?
Yeah, I used to like playing a lot of sports in my spare time. Now in college, it's kind of hard to do, especially with COVID going on and everything.
Tell me about it.
Um, in terms of watching sports, I've been drawn to basketball recently, especially since the Toronto Raptors won the series in 2019.
So, who is your favorite athlete?
I'm a fan of Fred VanVleet. He's one of the starters on the Toronto Raptors, and
Mm.
it's really inspiring to know about like how he got to where he was.
So, tell me, what is your major?
So I'm a kinesiology with an emphasis in exercise science and a double major in psychology student.
Wow. What made you choose this major or double major?
So I first intended on just doing kinesiology coming to college, and then I took Psych 101 my freshman year, and I found it really, really interesting. So I talked to my advisor. He was super cool about it, and he was like, "Hey, you could see if you wanted to double major. Plenty of the courses overlap, so it's not too difficult."
Yes, yes.
Um, but yeah,
And you are almost there. You made it.
so close, almost
Yes,
there.
almost. Have you ever experienced like a change or something in your sports career or in your time in USD that made you feel like, oh, I need to change it, or make you actually decide or take this hard decision of changing?
Yeah, so in terms of swimming, we basically specialize in like which strokes and which events and distances we want to focus on. And basically every year of my college career, I have pretty much switched my focus, which has been nice. It's nice to have variety, but it's also good to have kind of options in a
Yeah.
way.
Yes.
So this year, I'm focusing a little more on fly, whereas last year I focused a little more on breaststroke. Um, so yeah.
Tell me about this change of the breaststroke, because you were like feeling not really well, and then you decided to change, and you actually had great accomplishments last season.
Yeah, so it's not too common to kind of plateau in terms of breaststroke. So I've been swimming basically breaststroke my entire swimming career, which has been like about 12 or 13 years, which is a long time. And I felt like I needed a change. And so last year, my coach, Jason Mahold, he threw me into the 100-meter fly. And surprisingly, I was able to medal at conference. I don't know how. I didn't really train at all last year, but I somehow managed to do that. So I figured this year I would try and focus a little more on swimming that one event and see how it goes.
What question or misconception people ask you when they know that you are from Canada?
Probably that I'm used to the cold. From a personal standpoint, I do not do well in the cold. You can ask my teammates. And especially like coming to South Dakota, I thought like South meant coming to like a warmer climate. Yeah, I was brought to reality real quick my freshman year.
That's a misconception about South Dakota now.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, because I always know that like I'm not American, not Canadian, but I always know about like a lot of misconception comparison between American and Canadian, I don't know, traditions or something that I always hear from people. So I wanted to hear from you. Do you hear anything like that from your teammates or friends?
I wouldn't say there's like misconceptions. There are definitely stereotypes that my teammates like to haggle about. Like the obvious one being me saying a. I never thought that I would I like use that vocabulary, but apparently I do, and I get a lot of crap whenever I say that. But it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
No hard feelings.
What do you think is the best thing about being an international student athlete?
It's really cool being able to experience like a different environment, something that you wouldn't have back home. Um, Especially like the amount of resources we have here is just incredible, and the amount of support I get from my teachers, my academic advisors, my athletic coaches, teammates, everything is it's really cool to see all that come together in support of your academic and athletic career.
What do you do for fun, like in your free time, spare time?
I like to take naps, really, really long naps.
Good.
But other than that, I actually brought a keyboard with me from back home. It's sitting right here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah. Oh my
And
god.
then I also have like a guitar I like to fool around with. So
Ooh. Oh, so you're like multi-talented now, like with music, swimming,
uh,
napping.
yeah, snapping's a big one.
If I or anyone watching were to go to Canada, what are the top two things for a first visitor?
Ooh, good question. If you're talking about like my hometown, like Ontario, definitely go see like the CN Tower or the Niagara Falls. Definitely go to Niagara Falls, especially like the Canadian side, because it's got better views than the US side.
I
Just FYI.
wish I could go there because I've never been to either, like the American or the Canadian. So I really want to go.
Yeah. And then if you want like more like scenery, the East Coast, like the Maritimes, has really beautiful scenery, really good seafood. Um,
Yes.
But other than that, you can go to the West Coast, and we have like Banff National Park, which has great skiing, great views, a lot of great things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Elbert, for being with me today. I enjoyed our conversation together.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for having the time to talk to me. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to an end of the episode and the season. Enjoy your break and stay safe. See you for more pins in January.